What's up, guys? Today's video is just going to be some sessions or a couple laps from a session that I had this past weekend at Willow. Course layout was BW13, which is pretty much their standard layout. It was with speed ventures, and it was a hot ass day. It was like 115 degrees on this session right here, and I was still pushing hard, but wasn't able to break sub 2s, which kind of disappointed in that, honestly. But we'll see. I mean, I don't really plan on tracking this car regularly, but I will have to say this GT3 is fucking amazing on track. It's ridiculous. That hairpin that you just saw me exit, I mean, it just slingshots you out of every turn with this rear steer and just the acceleration. It's just crazy. And then the amount of grip that you have in the rear when exiting a turn is insane. I really cannot say enough about this car on track. Finally being able to push it. You know, I haven't tracked this car before. It's my first time. I come from front engine rear wheel drive cars, which is a completely different feel than something like this. And something like this, you can't, something like this or even like an M3, you will never be able to get anywhere near close the driving experience you do when you actually track a car. I don't care if you're a canyon carver or not, you will never come close to pushing your car as hard as you do here on track. So, you know, my first time tracking this car, you know, with all the new tech that these cars have, they make you feel pretty comfortable, and the car is pretty easy to drive, especially at the limit. But, you know, there are mishaps, and I did go off a total of 3 times this past weekend, and that was just me pushing the car, getting a little too overconfident, and then, you know, back end snap oversteers, or a trail brake and back end snaps loose, stuff like that, little things like that. But overall, this car is amazing. So this lap that just started right now is actually a pretty quick lap up until the point where I go off, or I spin on the last damn turn. And I had a really good feeling like this was going to be a sub 2 minute lap. So did my passenger, Augie. Augie is one of my good friends. He was basically coaching me this last session to try and get sub 2. And with some of his advice, I was able to clean up some areas and take some different lines that definitely made the lap times drop. But unfortunately wasn't able to hit the goal, which was a sub 2. So I would say, you know, we'll go get it next time, but I'm not really interested in tracking this car regularly, like I said. But it is amazing. So leaving the bus stop, drop into third, and then punch out. This is pretty much wide open right here into fourth, holding fourth. My turn-in entry right there was a little shitty. I should have swung wider and then came down low, but still was able to set up this next turn right here, the left-hand kink for 5th gear, full throttle. Drop to fourth, drop to third, hit the apex over Phil Hill, and be on the throttle as you're going down the hill. Avoid hitting that curb and upsetting the chassis. Once again, I should have swung a little wider right here and rode this turn wide and then dive down low and hit a proper apex, but still, nonetheless, I was able to get a good apex, a good turn exit right there. 4th gear, wide open through that kink, which kind of feels a little sketch, but you know, the car can handle it no problem. Drop it all the way into 2nd, and then that back end just snaps out on me, and I wasn't able to correct it.
That was it.
Yeah, it was fucking great. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun, and I really cannot wait to get back on the track again with the F80 and even with the GT3. We'll get it out there a couple days on occasion and go from there. But if you guys have any questions about the GT3 or the track or anything about tracking in general, let me know. Drop it in the comments section. I appreciate you guys, you know, engaging with me, and yeah, take it easy. Have a good one.